Welcome back. Another episode of my live coding sessions. Today we're going to update some more documentation for the starter add-ins for Office, for Word, PowerPoint, Outlook. We previously have been looking at Excel. So we have to finish up some documentation there. So all the steps should be very clear to everyone. But let's first start the show. Welcome back. Let's move to the code window here. I guess this will be some sort of a short live stream today because my favorite soccer team is playing tonight in the Conference League. That's some European third level Champions League thing. But who cares? So let's see where we can get today. Last time we updated some documentation for the starter add-in for Excel. And let's have a look now for the other ones. Let's open the Explorer here. Go to see data, repos, and I think it was 2021-20 where we updated some documentation in the samples. The Hello World samples, these are really the most basic samples there are for creating your add-ins. If you start working with add-ins and you don't know how to do this, go into the PnP Office Add-ins samples Hello World. You can find them at this time only if you go to the original repo, the OfficeDev PnP Office Add-ins Repo. It's not yet checked in yet, but you can find it under the pull request for Hello World samples. This is what I'm currently working on. And within this pull request, there are 4 basic samples. If we go to the code here, go to samples, and go to Hello World. And have a look in the code window. You can see, by the way, that this is the GitHub hosting branch. That's similarly named to this one, GitHub hosting from David. If we go to there, there's one pull request by me to add the documents in there for, in this case, fast changed. The root readme, and we have the second document is the, where is it? Excel readme. Hard to find a splitter there. Readme. There. No, that's the root one. Where's the other one? Can I collapse the first one? Yeah, so this is the second one. This one is specifically mentioned, changed for the Excel file, for the Excel add-in, I should say. And so let's now jump in and go to the Word add-in. So what we are going to do here is copy this one and paste it into the Word folder. Oh, it's I already did that apparently. Is it? Let's have a look what is in there. Well, let's redo this. That's the root. Yeah, so it's not in there. Paste it in. This one we will change it over to Word. So let's find all the entries for Excel first. So I replace that with Word. So let's just find it in here, Excel, and start from here. This should be Word, Word, Word. They all look alike, but that's not really true. There is minor change in the UI. For that reason, I'm changing also the documentation here. Let's start with changing the Excel things in there. I need to check if there's a Word tutorial in there as well. And the code will be different. That's it. So now I have a preview in there and go and read the instructions and follow the instructions. Bring it over there. So now let's start reading here and follow the instructions as if we are building a new add-in here. Learn on how to build the simplest Office add-in with only a manifest HTML file, HTML web page and a logo. The sample will help you understand fundamental parts of the Office add-in. Display Hello World in Word. Learn fundamentals of the manifest. Learn how to initialize Office JavaScript API. Interact with documents through the Office JavaScript APIs. Word on Windows. This will apply for Word on Windows, Mac, and in the browsers. Word on Windows, that's the client version. My water bottle's leaking. Good start. Prerequisites: Microsoft 365, in case you want to use it in the browser. Understand Office add-in. Office add-in is a web application that can extend Office with additional functionality for the user. For example, an add-in can add ribbons, task pane, a content pane with the functionality you want. Because Office add-in is a web application, you must provide a web server to host files. That's exactly how it is. You have the manifest file, and that's pointing to a web server somewhere, and that can be localhost, or if you want to share it among other people, you should have a public server to run that. Key components. The Hello World sample implements the manifest and web app components in the components of Office add-ins. This is the documentation on Docs, I think. Exactly. This is exactly explaining how the manifest is used in combination with the web app and how it's served within the application. That's working, that link, manifest. You only need one manifest file for your add-in. The Hello World sample contains 2 manifest files to support the different hosting scenarios. Manifest.xml. The manifest will load the add-in from GitHub repo. And today that's pointing to David's repo because it's not yet merged into main for OfficeDev, so that will change. And the other one, manifest localhost XML. Manifest file will load the add-in from a local server that you can configure. See below in the README for instructions to configure your own web server. Web app. The Hello app implements the task pane named task pane HTML. It contains HTML and JavaScript. The task pane HTML contains all the code necessary to display the task pane, interacts with the user, and write Hello World to the document. And this one is changed, I think, should be changed in here. Where was it? This is the Excel version. To the document. This is this one. And that's just above the title, initialize the Office JavaScript API library. There. This should say, and write Hello World to the into a cell on the active workbook. Let's see if the active workbook. Yes, the active worksheet. The active worksheet. That's done by, that's not a capital, so that should be lower s on the active worksheet on cell A1. A1 on the active worksheet. Let's have a preview on that one. We have only one preview. Interesting. This was only one preview. Interact with the user and write Hello World into cell H1. Is it actually Hello World? Yes. Into cell A1 on the active worksheet. close this preview and open the other preview. Let's first copy a piece of code here. Somewhat similar to what we see in here. The JavaScript part, function say hello. There, function say hello. Bring that over, copy into here. Why is this in here? Let's see, key components, manifest, you only need one manifest, contains tracks, writes hello world. So this is the code. Here. That's already in there. No, that's not true. I just renamed Word. So let's overwrite this one. Paste. There we have say hello, return word, run context. Insert a paragraph into the start of the document. So this one will insert a paragraph with the text hello world. And this one, let's copy that because that's slightly different than this one. And it's not on the worksheet. So let's start with here. The Hello World sample implements a task pane named task pane HTML that contains HTML and JavaScript. The task pane HTML file contains all the code necessary to display the task pane, interact with the user and write hello world. To the document. Into the first paragraph of the document. The sample initializes JavaScript API library with the call Office on ready. Let's have a check if that's actually the fact. Yeah, something in between there. Already info. Is it called already info in this one as well? Yes. We have to check and double check that this actually documentation is matching the code. already in the task pane HTML. It's required before you can make any calls to the Office JavaScript API. For more information, there should be a capital F. Is that also with the Excel one? Yeah. For more information about initialization, initialize your Office add-in. That's quite generic. Let's check if it's actually working. Copy, we checked already with the Excel documentation, but to be sure that it's not changed while we are doing this, there's the Office already part from the, and as you can see, the brackets are matching. That's okay as well. When the user chooses the button, the say hello function is called. Say hello function. This function then calls word run to run code and calls Office JavaScript APIs. It uses a context object provided by the Office JS API library to get the active worksheet. That's not right. The context to get the document, to get the document. To get the document. I should say get the document body and insert a paragraph with the text hello world, and then calling context sync runs the command. For more information, see tutorial create a Word task pane add-in. Let's see if that's working. Copy if that exists. If that exists. That exists, so that's quite consistent. Well done, Microsoft. This is copied from the code, so that should be okay. Run the sample, and something's wrong here. What went wrong here? That went wrong. Yeah. Run the sample. An Office add-in requires you to configure web server, provide all the resources, and here we are going to follow the steps such as HTML, image, and JavaScript files. So the HTML is the task pane, the manifest, and the image files. HTML, image, and JavaScript files. Well, JavaScript is embedded in this time, in this example. The Hello World sample is configured so that the files are hosted directly from the GitHub repo using the following steps. Sideload the manifest file, see the sample run. Download the Manifest.xml, well, that's in here. from the sample folder for Word. Open Office on the web. Well, let's do that. Good evening. Choose Word and then open a new document. Word. Open a new document. Open the Insert tab on the ribbon and choose Office Add-ins. Insert tab on the ribbon and expand the ribbon there. Personally, I'm not a fan of this of the minimized ribbon, so I always return back to the classic one. Probably indicates that I'm old. And add-ins, there's add-ins. Open the Insert tab on the ribbon and choose Office Add-ins, but that's not in here. It's called Add-ins. Do we have another layout here? No. So this calls Add-ins. So let's check this for Excel as well. Insert. Here it's called Office Add-ins, so that's not really consistent, guys. This one is called Add-ins. That should be fixed. Let's make a note of that. Add-ins button named differently on Word versus Excel. Just a side note. On the Office Add-ins dialog, is it called the Office Add-ins dialog? Yes, it is. Select the My Add-ins tab. My Add-ins tab. Yeah. And choose Manage My Add-ins. Manage My Add-ins. Upload My Add-in. Upload My Add-in. The Office Add-ins dialog with a drop down in the upper right reading. In the upper right, reading Manage My Add-ins, and a drop down below it with the option Upload My Add-in. And this is samples images, Office Add-ins account ping. That's different location. That's samples somewhat higher. Samples images, upload add-in.png. I think that's outdated. Well, this one is right, the other one is not. This really looks different. Compared to this one. So let's just cancel this and make a screenshot of this. don't do this, but let's open this first. Let's see if we can do the same here. Print screen. Now with the menu open. This is the Word version. And again, we're using this great tool called Snagit by TechSmith. And you can do all these crazy things like pointing to things, making nice squares around it. And drawing arrows. Like this. Need to share this file. Let's call this C10. What's it called? Office Add-ins. And this only is for Word. Oh. Word web. Save that. And I need to bring this in at this location. Copy, paste, and what we see is that the naming convention is a little bit different. Office, small dash, oh, add-ins, that should be a dash again. Small dash web. Now let's do the same for Excel. Office add-ins. Extend this one. Screen. Copy. Where is it? This is the old one. So where did Snagit put its file? In here. Let's also make a screenshot from this while we are here. I think that's not much different. Print screen. Copy that. And do the same for Word. Print screen. From here. I'm actually making the print screen from my streaming machine. bottle is really leaking. Should get a replacement. Where did it go? Yeah, there. So first we need to do the same here with Word. Bring a shape, my add-ins, and around the menu over there, and the arrow, 5. That should be okay. Manage my add-ins, and a little arrow to there. Shared file. Oh, this one was Excel. Yeah, that's green, so that's Excel. Save. Now the other one. Browse. Share that. I think this is the Excel version. Upload. And the Word version, that's basically the same. Share file. This one. Word. Save. That's it for the pictures. Now we have to copy them. Over here. 3 items. And take this name, copy, and make that this one. Oh. Overwrite the buffer. F2, copy, F2, paste. Should be Excel. Now copy this and do this here. Is it? This is, oh, this should be the one. Then this is the upload button. Yeah. Upload. Maybe it's better if we do something like move this to a different location. That's the big one, yeah. Now pick the Word one. Where's the Word one? This one. Copy. That's the big one as well. Oh, copy the wrong one. Where's the Word version? Word, this one, copy. Paste and make that upload. Let's change the view here to details and move these. Cut to hello world. Images. Now change the this thing here. Sample image Office Add-ins my account. Office Add-ins my account. Upload my add-in. So this is not right. This should be images. We are in here. So this should be, is this the Word version? Yes, it's the Word version. And that means this one. Copy that. Bring that in here. Samples, but this should be under Hello World. Hello World images, and then should have the extension there. And why do we do this? It's not necessary to move all the way back. Dot is hello world. I think this should be enough. Save. Let's have a look at the preview. That's the right one, I think. Yeah. Looking good. And now also do the same for the Excel version. Excel. And then a similar thing will be done here. Now it's called upload. And that should be Excel as well. Save that. Go in here. Upload also. Save. Let's have a preview there. Looking good. Looking very good. Now let's follow the steps again. Manage my add-ins. Upload my add-in. Browse. And we are going to pick the one from Word. And we are going to have a look at the GitHub version. Open this. Press upload. Browse to the manifest and then select upload. Verify that the add-in logo is loaded successfully. You will see a Hello World button on the Home tab on the ribbon. Hello World. On the Home tab of the ribbon, that's correct. Choose the Hello World button to see the add-in display. That's not correct. Choose the Hello World button to see the add-in display. To see the Hello World task pane, to see the Hello World. To see the Hello World task pane. Then when clicking the Say Hello button, this is choose the Hello World button. Oh, wait. You will see, verify that the add-in loads successfully. You will see a Hello World button on the Home tab on the ribbon. Clicking the Hello World button on the Home tab. Clicking the Hello World button on the Home tab will reveal the add-in task pane. Choose the Hello World button to insert Hello World in the documents body in the document. Let's make it like this. Following this, it should be the same on Excel. Let's go into Excel. Verify that the loaded add-ins loaded successfully. Let's go to Excel here. Office add-ins, my add-in, upload my add-in, browse. Now we go to Excel, manifest, okay, upload. Oh, is there no logo in there? The logo did break. That's interesting. Is that a matter of repainting? No, definitely something wrong there. That's interesting. So let's have a look at that. The manifest file in here. is the icon URL. Is that not in there anymore? Or did he just commit the file to the pull request? It is in there. High resolution URL. Copy. Let's see if that's working. That's working. Find.png. I think it's just an error loading it. That's working. That's also working. That works. Let's reload the page. See, it's a loading issue. It's actually working. So back to the documentation here. Excel. Verify the add-in loaded successfully. You see Hello World button. Hello World button with a small W, yeah. On the Home tab of the ribbon, that's the Home tab indeed. Clicking the Hello World button on the Home tab will reveal the add-in task pane. It will. Choose the Hello World button. No, Say Hello button. Choose the Say Hello button. To insert Hello World, choose the Hello World button to see the add-in display. Hello World in. To insert Hello World. In cell A1. So that should be better than this one. Save. Run the sample from localhost. That's the next step. So these two actually worked. Close this. Close that and close this. Now the next step, Hello World. Run the sample from localhost. If you prefer to run the web server and the hosts, the add-ins web files from your computer, you use the following steps. Install a recent version of npm. That's what we did. Node.js on your computer. Verify already installed these tools by running commands node-v npm-v. We can do that here. Node-v, yeah, and npm-v. Let's have a look if this is outdated. npm global outdated. HTTP server is a little bit outdated, apparently. But that's okay. The goal was to check npm and node. You need HTTP server to run the local server. If you aren't installed yet, npm install global HTTP server. You need Office Add-in search to generate self-signed certificates to run the local web server. If you haven't installed this yet, you can do this with the following command: npm install global Office Add-in dev search. Clone and download the sample, but we are working on it, so we automatically cloned it. Then go to the folder in a console or terminal window, run the following command to generate self-signed certificates that you can use on the web server. npx Office Add-in dev search install. We already did that. The previous command will display the folder location where the certificate files are, and the certificate files are basically in CW users and then username, in this case livecoder2, and you already see him there, Office Add-in dev search. Copy the localhost and the certificate, the key and the certificate, and bring that over to hello world Word. Bring that in there, rename the certificate thing to, let's see what is in the documentation. Yeah, it's okay, we don't need to rename it because we, by default it's called cert.pem, PEM, or key.pem. In this case, we are using the arguments here to localhost CRT and localhost key, so no need to rename them anymore. Let's make a folder here, new folder, aside, because I had a feeling that this was interfering. Bring the manifest aside and then the localhost renamed. Yeah. So what it's saying is copy the certificates in there. And now run the server in there. HTTP server, let's copy the command to see if it's correct. Copy. Make sure the P is a lowercase p, because otherwise it will specify the proxy, and that's something completely different. In here, let's go to Word. There we should run the HTTP server. Now we can check port 3000 on localhost. That's it. And then task pane HTML. There you are. That's the Word version. So the server is up and running now. Now we have to go back to the documentation. Choose Open Office on the web. We already have that, I think. Not anymore. This one. it in. So now we go to Word, new blank document. Now there's the old one. I think in the web version we can now go to insert and then add-ins and then manage my add-ins. Browse. Now we go back to the Word version again. And because we're using the web version now, I should not move all these files around. That's interesting. This is the wrong folder. This one. Samples. Hello world. Hello world. And now we can upload this one. Upload. There it is again. It's basically the same steps as you've seen here. That's not different, so we could just copy all the items in here. Copy. Overwrite this part. Let's read it. First renumber everything here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why was the other one 15? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This one goes to 15. 8 is open the web. Yeah. Choose Excel as 9. Choose Word. 10. Open Insert tab. 11. On the Office add-ins. 12. Browse to the add-in. 12. Browse to the add-in. 13. Verify the add-in. Yeah. Choose the Hello World button. So we needed to change that a little bit. Choose the Hello World button to see the add-in task pane with text. This add-in will a little different. Copy. Click the Say Hello button. Say Hello is lower H. This will set the value of cell 1. No. Choose the Hello World button so we can already do this. Copy. Like this. Clicking the Hello World button on the Home Web tab will reveal the add-in. It's 14. Choose to see the add-in task pane with the text. This add-in will insert the text Hello World. Verify the add-in loaded successfully. That should be the same as this one. Hello World button on the Home tab. Hello World button on the Home tab, that's correct. But this one is also like this. Let's number this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's make this a little bit smaller here. See if that fits. Yeah. Like this. Choose the Hello World button on the ribbon. Choose the Hello World. That should not be the Hello World button. That should be the Say Hello button. Say Hello button. So I think that's it. Let's have a preview of this. Nice picture. Eight, 9, 10, 11, then the pictures. Okay. That's the Word version. Let's verify the Excel version. Something's happened here. Yes, that's correct, because I changed the README for this one. Preview. That works. No broken images, so we can close this preview and copy the Word links there. Go to Excel. See, that's incorrect. Second one, we have to change the naming there. That should be Excel, and this should be Excel. Save. Let's have a preview there. That's better. This one is not right. Why is that one not right? Save. This one is not right. Why is that not right? Was it named differently? Samples, hello world, images. That should be the one. I would say that be exactly the same. Oh, I killed a dot in here. Save. That's much better. Yeah, it should be in there twice. Let's check that. That's right. That's right. This one is right. That one is right. Word. That's okay. This is the first one. And the localhost version. Yeah. Let's do the preview here. Yeah, all pictures are in there. That's okay. So let's review the changes now. Close all. Go to changes. We are adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. That's right. This can be discarded. Discard changes. Yeah, then we have to bring back the localhost renaming. Discard changes. Well, let's do that in here. Go in here, Word, and we remove the certificates again. Now we make this, what's it named? Localhost, dash localhost. Dash localhost. Then we bring back this one back. And terminate the aside thingy there. That should be it. Now the readme only file has changed. This is completely new. There should be something there. Yeah, all Excel things are changed over to Word, and we checked the documentation for Word. And the Excel version has a few minor changes. So, a couple of steps. That's renamed to cell in the worksheet. That's okay. And this is changed from not sure why that's new. Oh, just because the F changed to the uppercase. This was fixed, the image. The text is replaced. Other images replacements. Okay. So let's see if we can bring that over to the pull request. I do need to end the stream by now. We are now in 1 hour 20 minutes. So the next time will be for PowerPoint and for Word, I think. Let's have a look at the changes in here. Close all of this. Close Word, we tested that. This was tested. This is the link that was used. So now in here, terminate the server. Status. Let's move to the root of samples. So we modified the Excel README. We brought in images and we brought in the Word documentation. git add dot git status. What we see here, new files, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images and a readme is new, and an updated Excel readme. Okay, git commit added readme for Word add in and some added screen and minor to Excel readme. Now the git push. Oh, yeah. We have to do git push origin. Yeah. Now let's have a look at the GitHub site. David Chestnut. Go there. Merge two commits, so that's interesting. Now we have 7 files changed. This is interesting because it's now showing that there is the README, the basis of the file. Then we have the Excel file. This should now have updated links to the screenshots. Let's have a look where that is. Like in here. Yes, it's now pointing to the folder. They have the images, image. This is nice, really. So it updated the pull request. Very nice. That's great. Now we need to do something there. So it's interesting that it's pointing to 2 commits 2 days ago, but that's really not true because this one is actually a new one. Does it have a number here? that I can refer to. Change from one commit. Yeah. So go back to the pull request. Can I rename that or something? Two commits, 7 files changed. Added readme for Word add-in and created and added readme for Word add-in and updated Excel readme added screenshots. Let's comment on this. Okay, that was 1 hour and a half. So we updated some documentation there for the Word extension. Let's go back to the main screen here. Let's first wrap this up a little bit. Add-in buttons are named differently. I will report it back to Microsoft because that's a no-no, if you ask me. It should be similar to the other things. Let's wrap this up. So what we're doing was checking the Excel add-in documentation again, once more review that, and also created a new README file for the Word add-in, the small Word basic starter add-in, so that if you are new to building Office add-ins, you can follow the steps in the README file one by one. We checked it twice now already, so it should be functional. So if you like the stream following, make sure that you subscribe to the channel below and hit the bell if you want to get notified for new videos on this channel. I realize there's these sessions are quite long, so I will also probably soon create some recap things with smaller items, how to things, and explaining things in a smaller, faster mode, like a couple of 10 minutes, maybe half an hour. But that's something that's on my plans and will still be coming up. For now, expect me to be live streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that will be on Office development or Blazor. .NET 6 is coming up real soon, I think in about 1 or 2 weeks, and may have some attention to that as well. So thanks for watching now, and see you next time.